May I digress for a moment from the debate of the day, bring the attention of the government to this issue. The horrendous developments in occupied Palestine dominated international headlines for the past 2 weeks. The long-delayed open sessions of the UN Security Council, held on Sunday, the 16th of May, has done precious little to reprimand Israel and/or meaningfully attempt to de-escalate the hostility. It has failed to produce at least a joint statement by the UN Security Council. The death toll, exceeding 220 on both sides, has resulted in nearly half the number being children, women and elderly. Given the asymmetrical military might of Israel, as opposed to that of a belligerent entity such as Hamas, the human toll on the Palestinian side is incomparable. The damage and destruction of civilian infrastructure on the Palestinian side is going to take years to rebuild. Israel has been typically hiding behind the excuse of legitimate right of self-defense narrative, to paying callous disregard to all human rights and humanitarian-related protocols under the Vienna Conventions. It is obvious that they have either been encouraged and emboldened by the self-imposed prevarication and bias of their notable allies in the Western world. Mr. Deputy Chairman of Committees, in such a situation, regardless of the marginal impact or leverage our position could exert on international forums, Sri Lanka cannot remain a silent onlooker. We have questioned the rationale behind some of the decisions taken at the UN forums in this regard. Regrettably, we have been known to prevaricate and/or remain stoically silent, not wanting to go the extra mile to condemn these atrocities unequivocally. Therefore, I urge that the government should at the very least react to this situation, reflecting the outrage that the preponderant majority of Sri Lankans feel at this time, and join in the sentiments of the ever-growing opposition in the wider world against these heinous atrocities by Israel in the occupied territories of Palestine. Yesterday, the opposition leader called it a genocide. I hope that the international community will realize the type of war crimes that is being committed in the occupied territories, and those leaders will be hauled up before the International Criminal Court, Mr. Deputy Chairman of Committees.